Hi everybody, it's Crystal. Welcome to my channel, Bagoday Crochet, where we talk about anything that is yarn and crochet related and sometimes knit. So thank you for joining me today. Today I'm going to be showing you a stitch tutorial. Now this stitch is very easy. It's great for the beginner and fun for the advanced. And this particular stitch will work well with any yarn that you have. Any weight of yarn, any color of yarn. It can be solid, it can be variegated, it can be striped, it can be ombre, it can be color blocked. You can color pull with this yarn. Anything that you have, this stitch will look beautiful in it. I ain't joking. And it's very easy. So what it is, it's a different take on a single crochet. So it looks the same on both sides. This stitch works well for anything that you want to make. You can see that it's pretty solid. Yeah, but it's not bulky. So yeah, anything you want to make with it, your heart's desire. So for this particular stitch tutorial, this is what I use. This is Ice Yarns Picasso Rainbow. And that's the type of yarn that I used. And it's just a medium weight number 4 yarn. Now you don't have to use this yarn. Depending on whatever project you're using, you can use whatever yarn that you want. Like I said, any yarn that you desire in any weight that you choose, depending on what you're making. And for the purpose of this particular tutorial, I'm going to be using a size J, which is 6mm crochet hook. Okay, so this stitch is not done in any certain multiple of chains. So what that means is you start with a slip knot on your hook. Now you can chain any number that you wish. There is no particular number that it needs to be for this stitch to work out. So whether you're making a scarf or a big old huge blanket, you just chain to the length or the width that you want it to be. Okay? Now once you get your chain made, we're going to do a single crochet in the second stitch from our hook. So we don't count the one that's on our hook. This is number 1, number 2. We're going to single crochet in that second stitch. And then we're going to single crochet in every stitch of the chain. Just like this. So row 1 is just 1 single crochet in every stitch until you get to the end of your row. Alright, so I've made it to the end of row 1, and now we're going to start row 2, and row 2 is the repeat row. It's just a 1 row repeat. That's all it is. We just keep repeating this row 2 that we're getting ready to do. So we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. So that chain 1 does not count as a stitch. It doesn't count as anything. So we're going to work right back into this very first stitch. Now what we're doing is an extended single crochet. Some people might have heard it called a tall single. Either one of those is correct, but it's very easy to do, and it's just, like I said, another take on a single crochet. So what you do is we're going to go into this very first stitch, draw up a loop, and then we're going to yarn over and go through the first loop on our hook. You have 2 loops remain. We're going to yarn over and go through both those loops. That is the extended single crochet, or the tall single, whatever you would like to call it. And that's what we're going to do in every single stitch. So again, we go to the next one, go into the stitch, and draw up a loop like that. And we're going to yarn over and go through that first loop. You got 2 loops left. We're going to yarn over and go through both loops. That's it. Let's do it again. Go to the next stitch, go in, draw up a loop, yarn over and go through that first loop on your hook. You got 2 loops that remain, yarn over and go through the remaining 2. Next stitch, go into it, drop a loop, yarn over and go through that first loop, 2 loops remain, yarn over and go through the remaining 2. And we're going to do this extended single or the tall single in every stitch until we get to the end of the row. And when you make it to the end of row 2, you're just going to keep repeating that. So we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. Remember that chain 1 does not count as a stitch, so we work right back here into the very first stitch. And we're going to go into it and drop a loop, yarn over and go through that first loop, 2 loops remain, and yarn over and go through the remaining 2. And that is what we're going to do in every single stitch. The extended single crochet makes a very, very nice looking project, like I said, in any yarn that you have. And it's so easy. Just like that, back and forth rows of that. And after you repeat for a few times, it'll start to look like this. I like it. I think it's cool. Like I said, it's it's one stitch that you can use. Sometimes it's hard to find. It takes a special stitch for certain yarns, but with this stitch, you can use it with whatever yarn you have on your shelf, and you can make something beautiful out of it. So thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoy my tutorial. Now, if you look below in the description box, there'll be a link right at the top where there'll be over 1,000 more crochet tutorials. I have anything that you could ever want to make and multiples of them, lots of yarn content. If you'd like to learn about yarn, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my other videos, and give this video a like if you enjoyed. I'll see you on my next video. Take care, everybody. Bye, guys.